Hello everyone and welcome to a new video for Infinity Kingdom. This is Pyakia, a Abyss Officer for Infinity Kingdom. Uh, this is like a random thought for me and that's my inner voice. So don't just take my thoughts as a primary rule for yourself. But I'm thinking that Lightning Marsh is outdated. I tried several builds for Lightning Marsh. I tried it removing Hammurabi and adding Himiko instead of Hammurabi. I even tried to use Richard alongside with Tokugawa. I tried to use El Cid. I will show you lots of Lightning Immortals because I'm so blessed with my Lightning Marsh, with my own Lightning Marsh. And I used Luis. I tried even Bjorn in the Lightning Marsh. If you have seen my old videos, I was always obsessed that my Lightning Marsh would deal damage and will have more potential in this Lightning Marsh. I have never gave up on my Lightning Marsh and I still didn't give up on my Lightning Marsh, but I'm not satisfied. I thought that my Lightning Marsh would be way more better than this. I feel that I have a Wind Marsh, not a Lightning Marsh. I don't even know what to use. I upgraded YSJ, and I know that the substats was not good, or sorry, the skill information for his ultimate skill. But I was obsessed that I will find something hidden in the Lightning Marsh that will deal damage. Uh, I even upgraded Peter the Great. I got his artifact or his exclusive artifact to level 3 with Iron Fist. I was thinking about purchasing Darius, but I quit in the middle of getting Darius 5 stars because I thought this is going to be waste of time. Um, yeah, he is a spearman, and I already upgraded everything that's spearman in my immortal tech, and even I unlocked the lost spearman immortal tech. So kinda I was going to test my lightning marsh a lot in the arena. Here, as I'm going to show you some of the battle reports. That's my fire marsh against water with Loki, Kincaid water marsh, and that's my lightning marsh. Here he wasn't facing any troops because Kin had only 11,000 troops, and that's my lightning versus fire marsh. I know lightning would be bad versus fire marshes, but I was using Himiko. I was using Toxin Barrier misleading, Locking Guard because I was preparing this marsh to face more of physical damage early game, but this matchup here lasted for 1 minute, so I'm sure that the shields coming from my Tokugawa that will prevent Hippolyta from casting her ultimate skill a lot, and the like stuns from Richard. How many controls that Richard dealt? Like 7 attempts, 28 seconds. And even though here his Hebo dealt a lot of damage, his Empress dealt a lot of damage, and my Himiko didn't deal anything. My Jinkies was built to deal some like damage with his ultimate skill, even though he doesn't heal. I wasn't satisfied at all with this situation. Yeah, I would know that he will not deal any damage because he was not using weakness at all. Maybe because he is in the war talent. He's not in the war talent. He's not even in the war talent. But it is what it is. It is what it is. My lightning marsh. I thought it is the bad usage of my skills and etc. But I went to the dragon talent. Here, let's talk about the dragon talent. Even though I have the dragon talent here upgraded to level 8, maximized everything. Everything. This is as a main marsh. So let's check here the dragon talents and let's read the dragon talents together and see how can we benefit from these dragons. So increases the true damage is going to only increase by 6%. So this is normal. Increasing the damage increases the chance by 1% and normal attack damage reduction effect by 2%. So this is going to change the normal skill from having or increasing, sorry, decreasing the normal attack damage by 70 percentage to decreasing normal attacks by a lot. And that talent here is perfect versus mixed marshes, but no one is using mixed marshes. So the first talent here, as we can count on, that this is versus mixed marshes. So if I'm using El Cid, I'm using Tokugawa or Richard or alongside with Tokugawa. With this talent, I'm going to beat every mixed marsh. So first talent here versus mixed marsh. Okay, any other marshes is going to be fail with this talent. So with the second talent, it will no longer deal additional damage to stun targets because the skill will deal damage doubled for the stun targets, and instead increases the ultimate skill damage taken by all enemies by 3% for 12 seconds, and this is going to be increased with every level. So okay, it will increase the damage coming from my ultimate skill. So of course I'm using Jinkis and Hammurabi. They will increase their ultimate skill damage. The second talent here, this is the one I'm using. It will stop reducing target's normal attack damage because I don't want to use my lightning marsh against mixed marshes only, and it will reduces the target physical damage dealt, only physical damage dealt by 73 percentages. And this is fine versus Alex, and also sometimes I'm using this versus fire, so Hippolyta will suffer from some physical damage reduction. Even though I don't like this skill, if this skill was only damage instead of physical damage, so it will only not only going to decrease the physical damage dealt, but only going to decrease the magical damage dealt. It will be fine versus fire marshes or any mages. So I'm using this, but only this reducing the physical damage, not just the normal attack. And for this, it will never, or it will not change anything about the skill effect. It is going to extend the duration for the skill. So the skill going to reduce the normal attacks by 70%. Instead of 12 seconds, it's going to be extended with every talent level. This is only going to work versus mixed marshes, so we can count this as mixed marshes, this for also mixed marshes. So two dragon talents to counter the same marsh, mixed marshes. Mixed marshes, now we are talking about the physical damage dealers, physical marshes, that Hannibal and Alex, because now we have two mixed marshes. If you know what I'm talking about, the mixed marsh with Charles and Yisun. And this, the second talent, or the talent in the middle, it decreases the physical damage as well. So mixed marshes, sorry, are going to be countered versus the first talent and the second talent, as well as going to decrease the physical damage, and versus the last talent for the lightning dragon. So if I'm using my lightning marsh as main marsh, I'm going to suffer versus water marshes, even though they heal and I have wounds, but Merlin will deal lots of damage because the dragon talent will never prevent my marsh from taking magical damage, and it doesn't help my marsh to deal lots of damage. We can compare in the comparison of the fire dragon, for example. The fire dragon boosts the critical damage and the critical chances. Here in the second skill, or the second talent, it changes this skill to apply the critical damage to the highest magical attack, so it will always benefit Embrasu. So this is as a second situation for just Embrasu, or the highest magical attack, and this is for the whole team, or three random allied units. And for the third talent, this is like, we can think about this talent as a different talent, a talent that for build no one is going to build, or no one is going to think about, but we can think about this talent is something different. It will stop increasing the critical damage. Instead, it will increase the target attack and defense by 30 when it lands critical. So it always going to make me more defenses as physical damage, and sorry, more defenses as physical defense, and more attack damage increased. This is going to work with Sign Duke Cyrus and Hippolyta Tarajan. So this is a different build. This is a build for Impresu. This is a build for everything. Like you can use Impresu here, you can use Sign Duke here, you can use everything. It will boost your damage. So we boost our damage by the 3 talents. And by the last talent, you boost your defense as well. But compared with the Lightning Dragon, it doesn't boost my damage at all. Only the first skill that already should deal more damage, but the second skill, what it is important, it doesn't deal anything except countering physical damage. And in the current meta, we have some skills that we can use in an Earth March, for example, and have more benefits from the Earth Dragon, because we have a lot to get from the Earth Dragon. One of the Earth Dragon talent is increases the chance of reducing damage taken, and effect duration going to increase. This is the effect duration and the duration of the talent. This is a talent that increases the attack speed, so this is benefits the Mixed March, and this is benefits everything because it reduces the damage taken by 25%, and it grants the following effect: when it lands on normal attack, it will recover HP or deal true damage. So I like this skill, I'm using it right now. Every one of the talents for a different march than the another, because this is going to work for Mixed March, also this for Mixed March, but this is good also for hyper marches with Loki, with Himiko, with Chinkis, with anything that you want to use. This is also for several builds, so you can boost your march with your dragon. So the dragon talent for the Lightning Dragon needs an upgrade, needs a rework, needs to be worked a little bit, because the Lightning March here, we can think about a rework or a making a buff for the Lightning March. Also the Immortals, if we didn't talk about the Immortals, I like Tokugawa a lot, I like Darius a lot, I like Richard a lot. Hammurabi is fine, Jinkis is perfect. It said also might need an upgrade or not, because now no one is using Mixed March, but it said here came to counter normal attacks. Luis, no one has used Luis and make lots of benefits from using Luis, so we need an upgrade for Luis. Whether we should have a better damage for Luis, or a base for his base magical attack to be increased, because Luis magical attack is low and he deals lots of magical damage. So Luis, I tried to make lots of benefits from him. I even tried to use concentration on him, this skill that already provides 30% more magical attack. I tried to use heavily thunder with concentration. I tried to use lots of skills on Luis, and if you are familiar with my videos, I made lots of videos about my Lightning March with Luis, because I was waiting to get benefits from this March, but I gave up. That's my thought about the Lightning March. If you care to make Lightning Marches in the future, you have to put these things in your mind. If you are not facing Mixed Marches, then you have to reconsider your thoughts about Lightning March. I'm not saying that it is 100% bad, because I like Lightning Marches than Water Marches. Like for example, here Ken has same marches as me, but he is using some different setup right now with Athena Charles, and using a Water March. I don't like Water Dragon or Water Marches at all, even though I'm thinking about them, but in comparison, Gucci is not building Lightning March here. Let's talk about Dragiola. Dragiola was using a Lightning March, and he's still using Lightning March with some good skills, but with no use. Here we have Mike, also has a Lightning March, but he removed all the Lightning Immortals. He is using Zeno, Loki, Manko, and Charles with the Lightning Dragon, even though it is 1-on-1. Benji here not using a Lightning March. Everybody using double defensive immortals on the Lightning March, even though with some good skills, but it feels that Lightning March is outdated right now. That was the reasons, and I hope if you have any thoughts, tell me in the comment section below if you are agreeing with me or not. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.